In just a few hours' time, the whole world will be watching Donald Trump and Joe Biden take part in the first presidential debate of 2024. But how can you make money from this? From meme coins, of course. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I give you my favourite Trump coins and give you some insight into why I think political meme coins will be one of the best players you can make this year. The first coin that I'm going to show you is one that we looked at in the last video on this channel, and that is the MAGA, Make America Great Again, hat meme coin. If you don't know what the MAGA hat is, it's the hat that Donald Trump always wears when he's doing his political rallies across America. You can see also everyone in the crowd is wearing the same hat, which shows the strength of the meme and how popular and recognizable it is. At the moment, MAGA hat has the third highest market cap of any of the political meme coins. You can see it's around a 2.5x to the other MAGA Trump coin, which we'll talk about later in the video. But we believe that MAGA hat can hit at least 1 billion market cap in the run up to the election. A reason for this is all the attention is going to be on Trump and his campaigns and his rallies, and the hat is the most iconic symbol of Trump, so that symbol is going to be everywhere and everyone's going to see the hat and everyone's going to associate that with Donald Trump. You can see just how much volume that MAGA hat is doing as well. It's the second highest volume out of the political meme coins, it's nearly 100 million, which for a meme coin is very impressive. There's also lots of room for MAGA hat to get listed on some tier 1 exchanges. At the moment, all of its volume seems to be coming from Gate and HTX, which are mostly Chinese exchanges, so there's still room for it to go into more American based exchanges and tier 1 exchanges such as Bybit, Binance, Coinbase and Crypto.com. Since we first shared MAGA hat, it's rose about 50% from our entry in the previous video. So with all the attention on the presidential debate tonight, it's likely that there will be a short-term dip after the debate as all the attention temporarily shifts to something else. I think that would be a perfect time to pick up MAGA hat for the long term. There's another presidential debate happening at the end of September, so my thinking is that in between there will be a nice dip to load upon, and after that dip the run to 1 billion market cap will start to begin. And then after the September debate up until November, that'll be the time where the coin will likely have max attention and start to go more parabolic.
Day one of my new administration, we will throw out Bidenomics and replace it with MAGANOMICS.
Donald Trump is embracing
MAGANOMICS, that's the second coin. So you saw it in that short clip that was taken from a Trump rally that just happened recently. MAGANOMICS is the word that he's using to replace the word Bidenomics to describe each president's economic policies. With the debate happening later today, I would bet a lot of money that he's going to mention the word MAGANOMICS quite a lot, which is how the meme coin was started. So the coin only launched 9 days ago, which is when the rally happened where he first mentioned MAGANOMICS, and you can see since then that the chart has just been pretty much straight up with a few small dips in between. So the dips that it's already had are the common dips that we get with new meme coins, which is the 40, 50, 60% dips. So it's survived those big dips, which a lot of new meme coins don't do. You can see already it's got nearly 3,000 holders, and one of the good things I like about MAGANOMICS is that it has a very small market cap of 18 million. When we looked at the previous coin, MAGA hat, which was currently around 154 million, so that's 10x difference compared to MAGANOMICS. And I think MAGANOMICS is a phrase that Trump's just going to keep saying all the way up until the September debate and all the way up to the election date. And I think he's going to keep mentioning it on Truth Social and if he comes back to Twitter as well. Unlike the MAGA hat coin, MAGANOMICS does not have any major or even decent sized central exchange listings at the minute, which show how much room for growth that it has. I think once it gets one or two, then it will start to grow quickly as people realize the strength of this meme and just how much Trump is going to talk about it all year long. I think if MAGA hat is already around 160 million, I don't see why over time MAGANOMICS can't hit at least that. So I would aim for a roughly 10x from here for MAGANOMICS. As we looked at the chart, it's gone up pretty much every day since it's been made 9 days ago. So I think it's another one that you just buy dips for. Actually, even now, it's not a bad area to start to buy a little bit now, maybe a little bit more if it comes down to here, and then just buy it and forget about it until at least until the next debate in September. But let's see the debate tonight and how many times MAGANOMICS is mentioned. If it's mentioned quite a lot, then that increases my belief in the coin's strength long term. Make America great again. That's the meme around the third coin that I'm showing you. Now, I don't think the meme is as strong compared to MAGA hat or MAGANOMICS. It's just the MAGA trend with an extra A on the end, really. But there's some interesting things around this coin which I think gives it a good risk reward if you want to take a gamble on it. So you can see that the coin went from 3 million market cap to a peak of around 80 million in one day, and that was because it had a Twitter Spaces with some very big names, including Donald Trump Jr., Andrew Tate, and a few other big accounts. So Mario Noel, who's a very big Twitter personality, 1 million followers. So it seems to be a very connected meme coin, especially if they're able to get Donald Trump Jr. themselves to speak on their spaces. And I also remember when I watched the spaces that these guys, Dustin and Dylan Phil, are big Republican personalities on Twitter. So it seems that the coin is very connected to either the Trump family or Republican media personalities. Since that Twitter Spaces, it's kind of just bled out, but it's been nearly 3 weeks since then, and the coin has still survived. It has a decent amount of holders, but not great. So I would say this coin has potential, but not as much as MAGANOMICS or MAGA hat. I think it could hit at least a 50 million market cap, so maybe like a 3x. And if you want to add it to like a basket of political meme coins, I think is a good addition to have, just on the probability that they have more spaces or more media events where they have more guests such as Andrew Tate again, or even Donald Trump Jr. again, or any other members of the Trump family. They've also gone to great marketing lengths, and they've bought a billboard in Times Square, New York, that has a QR code and a link to the website where you can buy the coin. So you can see that they're actually trying to market the coin, which a lot of meme coins don't really tend to do. They tend to just launch and then hope the community develops over time. But you can see that the team at MAGAA they seem quite committed to pushing the coin and pushing the token. So sitting at a 15 million market cap, it's a pretty good risk reward to once again just buy and hold, especially in between the next two, especially in between the first debate and the second debate. And I would expect it to pop at some time in between then, when they market again or they have another big Twitter Spaces. We looked at a MAGA hat, and now we're going to look at MAGA Trump, which was the first and oldest Trump coin on Ethereum. And currently it also has the highest market cap at around 430 million. I think if you want to buy a safe Trump coin, this is the one to buy, and the one that will be easiest to get to 1 billion or a 2x from, just because of how old it is. And there's also a lot of big Twitter traders and Telegram traders that have been holding this for a long time and are pushing it as a community. The volume on it isn't as high as MAGA, but it doesn't have as many centralized exchanges as MAGA. It doesn't have any. So it still has potential to go on the exchanges that MAGA is on, such as Gate and Huobi, and potentially in the future the major exchanges, your Bybit, Kraken, Binance, and Crypto.com. Like I mentioned, the target for this coin would be a safe 2x, and we can already see that as recently as early June it hit 800 million market cap, which is pretty much the 2x from here. As we believe that the Trump meta is here to stay, that the narrative will stick. If you don't want to gamble on the lower market cap coins, this is the one to park your money in and ride it back to at least 1 billion. It's already the established leader as a Trump coin, so you don't have the same risk as you do as a MAGANOMICS or a MAGAA, in that it's going to fizzle out because it's been established for over a year now. We can see that it had a roughly 65% correction already. If you want to buy, I think it's a good area now to start slowly buying in chunks, and once again just buy and hold it up until and including the election and see where the market takes you. But 1 billion, it should be quite easy for this coin once the Trump momentum continues. This is the only coin with the actual ticker Trump as well. So people they underestimate the importance of the tickers, the coin tickers. When people think, or when there's going to be any news of Trump in the media, they're just going to automatically long the biggest Trump coin that is called Trump. So we have MAGA and we have Trump as the two strongest tickers, I think. So if you're looking for short-term trades, whenever you see any news related to Trump and crypto, which there has been recently, you can just long these two coins. The last coin we're going to talk about is also the most controversial, and I'd say the most risky, just because of the backstory around it. If you've been following crypto, you would have heard about the DJT coin that launched on Solana, I want to say around a week ago. And the reason it got so much hype was that when it was launched, everyone believed that it was an official Trump coin, and that Baron Trump himself, this is Baron Trump, he's Donald Trump's son, that he'd launched the coin. Just because of that backstory, it got so much attention and so much money flowed into it, because if it was an official Trump related coin, because at the minute there aren't any officially recognized coins, so if this Baron Trump one was a real one, it would have easily become the number one Trump coin, probably hit 1 billion market cap straight away. But since it launched, there's been a lot of debate about whether it's really Baron Trump or not, and the general consensus is that it was probably meant to be Baron Trump that launched it, but with this guy Martin Shkreli, who's a known scammer, he kind of messed up the launch and launched it before everyone was ready, and now it seems that no one in the Trump family or Baron Trump, that they're not prepared to accept that they created the coin. But because of the backstory, it still has a lot of attention, and it still has around 120 million market cap. Now, like I said, this one for me is definitely the most risky, just because of the publicity around it, but it has a very high amount of holders. Even it has more holders than Trump, the main Trump coin on Ethereum, which has a 400 million plus market cap. I think you can try and aim for, I'd say, a 3 to 4x on here. I'm not sure how high it can go, unless Baron Trump himself comes out and says that he actually did that he confirms that he did create this coin, then this coin goes to 1 billion easy. So the gamble you're taking is the backstory strong enough that people are going to consider this a main Trump coin, and you're basically betting that it gets acknowledged by the Trump family. I think there's some risk reward there, but like I said, for me it's the most risky one to gamble on out of the 5 that I've mentioned. But it's quite a good risk, I think, because it's gathered such attention in 1 week. It's gathered so many holders, decent volume, and it doesn't have any exchanges yet at the moment. It's just on Solana and L Bank, which is a kind of small exchange, so it has room to grow. 11,000 holders, that's quite a big community, so I think they can just keep pushing the Baron Trump links. If it gets considered like a Trump family coin, I can see it running as well, along with all the other Trump coins that we previously mentioned. So that's why I think are the top 5 at the moment Trump coins to play. There's always a possibility that there's more Trump coins come out. So if you're watching the debate, one thing I'd look for is any potential new coins that launch off the back of moments that you think could be turned into memes. Like, that's how MAGANOMICS was born, from the last rally. Look out for phrases or moments where meme coins are created, and you could probably gamble on some of the new ones that they catch fire. You can see this is on debate day. You can see overall the MAGA and the Trump coins, they're all mostly up to date. I think, like I mentioned in some of the coin reviews, I think some of the attention is going to shift away from Trump and the debate, maybe for the next few weeks. But I read today that Trump is going to speak at a Bitcoin conference in July. So I think between now and between that conference, there's a chance that these coins will dip, and there'll be good entries if you want to ride this narrative all the way up to the election in November, but also the next presidential debate in September. As I believe, going up until the second debate, the coins are going to run again, and I think a few of them will make all-time highs. So between now and then is the time to slowly position into the coins that you've heard in this video and the ones that you've resonated with the most. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe this video. If you'd like me to look at any coins, or if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments. See you next time.